Okay, let's try to create this chair, and a fair warning, this won't be exactly like this because it's kind of weirdly rather tough to make. So let's try to make it. Let's place our 3D cursor over here and add a UV sphere. Let's go with 10 by 10 and radius would be 0.4. Yes. And in edit mode, X-ray mode is on. Select these top vertices and these side vertices and press delete. We will be using a mirror modifier from the beginning like this, and clipping would be on. So first thing, I think with proportional editing on, I would like to select this bottom vertex in front view, G. Let's pull everything like this. I'm not sure how it's going to look, so let's move these two down, something like this. And let's select these last ones, back ones, and press E and Z, E, Z, and then press S and X. Sorry, S, X, and GZ, S and X, like something like this. And I think there's curve is something like this, so let's select this one, front view, G, Z. And now let's add our sub D modifiers so that we can see how does it look. It's crooked for sure. Okay, it doesn't look that good from here, so let's select our these two vertices and G and Y. Let's try to make it a little bit more round, something like this, and yeah, make it levels viewport 2, and yeah, let's add our solidify modifier and place it somewhere between your mirror and sub D modifier. Increase the thickness to 0.04 in even thickness, and let's apply it. We need to apply it so that we can manipulate everything. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because without this we only have these vertices, wireframe, you can see this, but when we apply it in object mode, obviously apply it, now you can see we have extra vertices to play around, and immediately you will notice we have this weird shading issue over here, like this something is going over here that we need to fix, right? So this is our mirror modifier, and solidify modifier has created extra faces over here. Like if I go into my face select mode, you can see we have extra faces right between this edge. So let's select our extra faces like this and deselect these extra ones. Just select these in the middle and X and delete faces. This will fix our problem partially, because we need to go into our edge mode and then select this loop, make sure complete loop is selected, and then just press G, X, move it on the X axis. It will fix your problem. Right, now it's okay, and it looks crooked from the bottom. Let's again select it. Proportional editing is on, G, and let's make sure it's somewhere around, or in roundish, like somewhere round, something like this. And one more thing, we can see it's thick from here, so let's select these and these one too, and press Alt S. This will, sorry, this will scale these vertices on the along its normal. So let's do this something like this, and then select these front ones, G, Y. Let's tilt them towards Y axis, something like this. Oh, sorry, G, Y. I think it's okay. And then move this then select this front vertex and press G twice and slide it forward a little. Let's slide it some more, and G, Y. I think we have something that resembles this weird chair, although it doesn't resemble it from here. But I told you in the beginning it's not going to work completely. Let's try to bring it down some more. G, Z, G, C. Yeah, I think it looks better now. Let's add one loop. Let's see what happens in the middle, and select these middle ones, front ones, or in X-ray mode, and press G, Y. Something like this, like someone sits here. So yeah, I think we have a decent close match. So now in front view, or sorry, in this mode, in this view, we will move our 3D cursor here. So select this vertex, Shift S, cursor to selected. This will move our 3D cursor to this vertex. That is what we want. Let's quickly create this, whatever it is, this pipe. So for a pipe, we will go with mesh circle. Come over here, reduce the count to, let's say, 10. I think 10 would be more than enough for something like this. In edit mode, where it is, where E, Z, just a small extrusion. In edit mode, select this loop, Shift E, separate it, and then select our new circle like this. Scale it like something like this, and E, Z, select the top vertices, extrude once, right click to cancel it, and then press E, something like this, and then do the same for the bottom. E, extrude, right click to cancel, E, and S, something like this. Let's go in front view. So we have something that we want, and select this top circle, E, and extrude it down just like this. So we have something like this. Let's try to shade smooth. Let's do this, shade smooth. Oh no, it doesn't work. So we need to make this little bit better. Let's bevel this top one, and let's bevel this bottom one too. Sorry, let's do that again. Bevel with 2 segments, bevel with 2 segments. Yeah, something like this. And we can also add one loop here and one loop here. If we add our sub D, it will be even more tighter, but then we'd be forced to add sub D to this too. Add it. So we have our these pipes, and now we need to create these legs, right? Let's come down here, Shift D, scale it like something like this, E, Z, E, S, something like this. Then E, and I think nobody's going to see it from the bottom, so let's cancel that. Right click, shade smooth, and now we will be creating these weird thingies. So add a cube. Let's add a cube, scale it way down, way down we go. GZ, GX. First of all, let me check the scale. I think I might have scaled it in norm object mode, so no. Okay, scale is good. So let's see, cube is good too. So let's move it back, GX, and SY, sorry, SY, something like, give it something like this, some thickness, and in edit mode, let's make it this tall, this long, right? So then go back to our cube, and yes, in vertex select mode, in front view, we are in front view, GZ, right, and GX, and then grab these top vertices. Mind you, I'm in X-ray mode for the time being, and then slide these to the bottom. Double G, GZ, sorry, it's not working, like something like this, right? So now I would like to add sub D to this, so let's make it sub D ready. So can we bevel it completely? Let's try that. Let's add our sub D. Okay, it's not working that good. Okay, it's working. One over here and one loop at the bottom. I think we have a very good looking leg of sorts, and let's make it thinner, and I think we are good here. And let's create our whatever that is, this thing. Can I reuse this? So Shift D, P, separate this one, select it, R, Z, 90. Let's do this, and let's move it like here, and basically I'm creating a cube of sorts. Select everything in front view, E, Z, Z, sorry, like this. Let's make it more cubical, sorry, control, no, what are you doing? Control B, something like this. Doesn't look that good now, does it? And one over here, no, yeah, one over here and one over here. Let's see. Okay, so let's cancel rotation. Set origin to geometry, RZ90. Yeah, I think it looks. Let's scale it down. Sorry, let's make it thinner, something like this. And I think we have a winner. This will show from here. Yeah, it looks decent. So now all we need to do is copy this leg 3 more times, recreate it 3 more times. So how can we do it? So for that we will use mirror modifier, because if we try to use mirror like this, it won't work. You can see that it's not working properly. It's working for X, but it won't work for Y. So we will use our empty solution. Let's hope it works. This is the empty, and let's add mirror modifier again, mirror modifier, and place it at the top. And now let's select our empty 002 and let's rotate our empty like something like this, and same thing, add mirror to this too. At the top, object would be empty 002. Okay, it didn't work. It did work. So yeah, everything is in order, and this is how we just managed to create our this chair. Can we add another loop here? Let's try that. Yes, we can. No, we can not. I want to add one loop here, and let's move it like this, right, closer to our edges. Press G twice, E, F. I think this should make it look better, but then it brings some tightness over here. So what we need to do is deselect all of these bottom ones, and then move this edge over here, and then deselect this one, select, make it go back some more and some more. So now what we have a tighter edge over here, and then it tapers off over here. One last thing before we leave, select all of this chair and its parts, and shift select this empty last, and press Ctrl P. Object keep transform. So when we use this, when we move this empty, everything along with it will move. And I think we can scale this too. Select everything like this and S, and let's try to scale it like this, right? And yeah, and before we go, let's move this into a chair collection, and that's it. Right click, save. I forgot to create this cushion, so let's quickly create a boxy cushion. Let me get my pivot point here, and at this vertex, cursor to selected, and right click, get a cube. Reduce the size to something like this, GZ, and in edit mode, S. Oh yeah, we need to change our pivot point from 3D cursor to median point, and S, now SZ, front view, and yeah, GCSC, add one loop in the middle, in face select mode, insert the top part just like this, and let's move this edge down, slide it, and select everything, S, Y, S, X, that's it. G, C, let's make sure it's coming out, S, X, and yeah, for the time being this will work. And let's make it sub D ready, isolate it, add a few loop here and few here. So yeah, right click, shade smooth, and give it a sub D level of 2. So this will work for now, and last thing we need to do is parent it to the empty. Select this cushion and select the empty last, Control P, object, keep, transform, and let's select our empty and test that everything is working fine, and it is. So Control S and save.